Hello YouTubers, this is the Noobifier. Unless you're living under a rock, which is perfectly fine these days, you already know that 3.8.1 went to live, that the Cutlass Red is flight ready with some of its Tier 0 medical game mechanics, and that also it's currently on sale in the store, alone or as part of a package. If you decide to pick one up, you should know that the Cutty Red is the loaner for the Apollo, and that using a lesser value LTI ship, commonly known as a token, would let you upgrade to an LTI Cutlass Red instead of being stuck with 6 months insurance. Let's begin. The information and the results of our testing is present today on the 26th of January 2020, and it's current for patch 3.8.1. It will likely be balanced in the future, but this should still be a fun video. We begin with a short history of the Cutlass, with Drake being an in-game ship manufacturer who would like to distance themselves from the reputation of being favored by pirates. Very simple, unpolished, easy to fix, cheap, but still effective. The original Cutlass went on sale right from the start. It was horrible in so many ways, and ultimately became our first Zero to Hero story when it was reimagined and re-released. The new Cutty Black offers cargo, a bit of dropship, a bit of gunship, slightly less agile than a fighter, decent weapons, good multi-crew potential, and the community agrees it's one of the best first-time pledge values. The Cutty Red is a multi-purpose ship in 3.8.1, which introduces two new mechanics with very broad implications. First, the beds offer a quick animation that heals you a bit like how a med pack would work in Battlefield. You're magically fine again, which isn't very realistic or explained, but we need to remember that this is Tier 0. The second, and the point of this video, is that it's a mobile respawn, and that has some pretty big implications. You enter the bed, set it as your spawn point, and then go about your business, knowing that you would spawn wherever the ship is instead of on a landing zone. Hopefully I don't have to explain how this would change the speed of ground combat. Instead of waking up, grouping up, boarding a ship, flying to a destination, dropping to the surface, and debussing on the X, you simply wake up in bed, wherever that bed happens to be. The members of Enemy Contact tested yesterday, and here are the observations with the current limitations. If you set the bed and die, you wake up in the Cutlass, so that works perfectly as it should. The pilot can actually see that you have arrived, as they'll see that you've joined the ship group chat. If 2 people die at once, both can spawn in the Cutlass exactly as it should. If 3 people die exactly at the same time, 2 will spawn in the Cutlass and the third will be spawned like normal, in this case at Lorville. We tested that again with a variation. If 2 die quickly and then leave the bed, 2 more can respawn as soon as the wake up animation is completed for the others, so it's important to get out of bed quickly. Satisfied that it works, we tested the effective range in 3.8.1. I dropped them in space and set a distance of 50 kilometers. They respawned within the ship as expected. Then I wanted to test a very large distance of 1 million kilometers, and the casualties woke up at Lorville. So, there was a limit to how far we could actually respawn. We reset the test to 100 kilometers and it worked fine, 200 kilometers and it worked fine. By quickly launching Quantum and then tapping I was able to kill the engines and drop myself exactly where I wanted to be. 5,000 kilometers was too far and failed. 2,000 kilometers worked, so then we bracketed again and confirmed that 2499 kilometers, 2,499 kilometers, was the limit. As I said, this is only the current value from yesterday's testing, and I'm expecting this to be balanced in the future. So how does this change things? Just like playing chess, you could only focus on the pawns directly in front of you and then lose, or you could consider the entire battle space. It then makes sense that if we were fighting over an installation or a point of interest, that we would need to send some assets to search for their resupply network and then destroy it. Taking out that one asset could have more impact than killing off entire platoons of enemy. I'm not only focusing solely on the Cutty Red's new combat role, because it's also a great search and rescue platform as well. However, in a PvP open sandbox universe, gamers tend to be creative. I'll end by saying that as a gamer, it would be in your best interest to fully understand not only how you might use an asset, but also how your enemy might exploit it. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. I hope that you got something out of the video. Please take the extra effort to share it with your friends or org mates. It actually helps me a lot. Redacted is currently sponsoring a massive giveaway, including a Kraken Privateer, a Caterpillar, and a Cutlass. The codes that you see embedded in the videos can be redeemed for more chances to win, and the information that you need is currently pinned to my Twitter page. This is a community-supported YouTube channel that operates free of advertisement. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.